It's going to be 0-0 to start it off. We're going to start off with King Mui to begin it off, as he's going to be looking up top green. He is going to lose that gunfight to Jims, but we are going to have Sydney hopped on the point for the very beginning. Wolf is going to come up right through dark, right underneath the vent. Chicago's going to claim the point for now. Jim's going to lose that mid-lane gunfight as Moosey picks up a pair of kills before he goes down himself, as Moosey currently has every single kill for his team. The Chicago's off to an early start here, an early lead. You do see on the mini-map, though, number 3 is going to be coming in. This is Moosey, working his way around the right side. The spawns have flipped, though, it does look like. So on the mini-map, we're going to have Sydney spawning out on the left side, the, I guess, more preferred side for this P2, as Eden's going to run right into Mui here. He is going to melee him down. So Eden's going to pick up his 4th kill, as he will drop. The last few seconds are going to be going over to Jim's here, as he's here on the hard point. There's going to be someone... well, it's actually it's only his own team, as the fight is going down here over towards P2. Chicago with 38 of those first P1 hardpoint points. So that is actually pretty massive early lead, considering P1 is considered relatively a contested hill. As Mags is going to work his way inside here, as Mui jumps right off the map, comes right back into the gunfire of Eden. He's going to go down. Moosey's working his way top green, as Chicago has set up now on this P2 hardpoint. You can see they are ready. And they are waiting here, as we are going to have Wolf, I believe that's Eden and Mags, all set up here facing this top green area, which is exactly where the push from Sydney is coming from. As Mui's going to be working his way here. He's going to get pushed by 1. Eden's going to push up as a bait, though. Wolf is going to be there for the trades. Wolf will go down, though. So it's just going to be Mags left on the point, as the rest of his team is coming off of spawn. But you are going to see Sydney is going to give this one up. The last 10 seconds are going to go the way of the Chicago Hunted. As for some reason we don't have the logos up. What's going on here? Apologies for the lag, as I've tabbed out. Apologies. As Mags is going to be starting the push, but the gunfights are going to be going the way of Sydney at the moment. As there will be additional lag here as I tab back into the game. My apologies. As the Argonaut Mags is going to be pushing up here. Eden's going to take out Wolf by accident along with Fluky. Fluky's going to come back, though, off of spawn here. He's going to be putting long-range shots into Jims. Jims is going to go down. So Sydney's going to eat away at this lead right here, as it's now going to be 84 to 54 right now in terms of scoreline. Sydney with almost an entire 60 points, to be honest, on this hill, as you are going to see the teams are going to be moving out and getting ready for this next hill. As we got a Wolf working his way through dark. Goosey's gonna win that on his way across towards P1 here. As he's gonna find Jims up in top green. You are gonna see Moosey is currently leading his team right now at 8 and 6. Eden on the other side 9 and 6, leading his team. Sydney is approaching the 20-point threshold here, as actually nobody's in the hill. So currently you got nobody picking up any of this time, as the players are going to start diving in onto the point. Eden's going to be dropping out of top green. He's going to find 3 players in front of him. Goosey and Co pick up all the kills in the kill feed. And that's going to be Chicago Hunted forced out. That's going to be more points over towards Sydney. And it does look like we are going to be working towards Sydney picking up the last of this time. As Goosey's going to be going with more of the hip fire. Fuki's going to pick up a pair of kills for himself, as we're going to head over towards P5. And it's really just going to be a setup here from Chicago, as Goosey's going to be inside lights here. Jims is going to check that. Jims is going to find him, as Moosey, Fluky, and Goosey are all going to go down. So despite the tie-up that we just had there on your screen, we are going to have Chicago retaking this lead. As the spawns have actually flipped. It does look like Sydney is coming in from the backside here on P5, as Jims is going to have to work his way across the map. The only player left in the hardpoint right now is Eden with a 74U. Watching here towards lights, he is going to pick up Fluky. Turn around and nade the other way, as, well, all of Sydney is still kind of over here. So Mags is going to win that one at range with a 74U. And I guess this is kind of why the pros are considering the GA on it, is they really just don't like the fact that you can gun at long range. Exactly the way that we're seeing here so far, to be honest. As we are going to see that Sydney players are going to be coming off spawn. Moo's going to pick a horrible time to reload, as Eden's going to find him. As Eden's going to pick up a second kill here. Wolf's going to find Fluky. That's 3 down once again for Sydney Dingoes here. And now it's just going to be ripping them off spawn as Eden's right in the middle of them. As they're running off is, oh my goodness, 17-9 right now for Eden. You got Wolf at 13-8 for his team. On the other side, Moosey's now taken with the lead on his team at 12-12. But we're going to be staying on board here with Eden. He's going to find another one. He's on a 5 kill spree here. As Goosey is going to be the last man up. And he's going to go down. So he picks up 3. But Eden fights back with 2 of his own. He's on a 7 spree. And he has picked up his artillery. As he's looking for the 8th. There's a cruise missile. He's going to run out of bullets at the very last second. But it doesn't matter. He picks up the 2 streaks he needs. And Wolf is going to pick up a pair of his own, so that's going to be the point back over to Chicago Hunted. And we are going to be setting up for this rotation of P2. Wolf's going to be picking up the last of this time, or excuse me, Moosey's actually going to take him out, so he's not going to pick up that time. As Moosey and Mooley actually pick up every single player from Chicago on P2. As Eden's going to call in the Hellstorm missile. Here comes the rain from the sky, as everyone's going to take cover. He only finds 1 with that, actually. But it is going to do its job. It is going to force most of Sydney off the point. The last one left here is going to be King Mooley, as he's going to get absolutely flooded. He's going to pick up mags, and he's going to drop off, but he is going to get caught from the side. Eden is going to find him. Chicago is going to take the point. And that is going to be it for, that's going to be the contest coming in right here. As Eden is still here, Goose is going to go down. He's not going to find the second. So Sydney is going to be on the point for the last 20 or so seconds. Oh, that's a great shot from Mooley there on a Jims. As we are going to have the rotation going to be coming in. You are going to have number 4, Goosey here, and 6, Mags all the way at the back. This is a critical gunfight here. Mags is going to win, but he's actually going to get traded out by Mooley. Or, excuse me, not Mooley. I believe that was Fuki. So that was a very important trade there. But unfortunately, he is going to go down. And that is going to be Chicago winning that heart excuse me, how did Mooley get here? I'm not sure. So I'm not sure if Mooley ran here or if he spawned here. But if he spawned here, that was an interesting spawn. As he picks up a huge kill there on a Jims. And that is going to be back spawn secured for Sydney. As Magnum's going to win 1. He's not going to win the second, though. Fuki's going to take him out. So that is going to be Sydney. And here as the artillery is going to rain in. It's not going to find anybody, surprisingly. So this is going to be Sydney still in full possession of the hill. Honestly, I really like that streak usage, though, out of Eden. Although he didn't really find that many kills. I think between the 2 streaks, he found 1 total kill. But it was good use in terms of just kind of forcing them out of the way. Maybe not the artillery, because I don't believe the players moved, actually, when that artillery got called in. But overall, it was pretty solid usage in terms of forcing them out of the way for his team to make a play. As Wolf is going to be finessing his way here around Goosey. Goosey's right on top of him, I think, and he doesn't know that. Goosey's going to find the kill, and Moosey's going to find Jims as well. As Moosey's on a 5 kill spree right here, actually. Let's hop on board with him. He's got the XM4 here, top green. He's going to find Mags as well. He's going to make it a 6, make it a 7. As he finds himself the artillery, and he's looking for more as he's trying to lock up that cruise missile. He's going to start taking shots. He's not going to stay alive. Jims with a huge shutdown there. As a second player in top green, he's not going to be expecting that, as Mooley's going to find him. As well, the last of, there's still 20 seconds to go on this P4 right here. Eden's going to hop in for a lot of this extra time. Moosey's going to hop out of here. The trophy's going to save his life as he's just kind of sticking in this corner. They all know he's here. He's going to get 3 people shoving right in his face. As Fluky's going to push out. Fuki picks up 2, but he wasn't able to pick up Eden. As he's going to turn around, just burn another. He's 31-15. So Eden going on an absolute tear right now across the board. And he's 1:24 in hill time. He's leading his team in hills. On the other side, you got Fluky with nearly 2 minutes of time. Moosey leading the way at 23-20. But the slaying factor is really just going in favor of Chicago. I mean, you have Jims with only 13 kills, but really, you don't need kills when your entire team is slaying out for you. As well, Eden's going to pick up a triple kill there before he goes down. As Mags is going to pick the last one up there. And that is probably going to be all said and done unless Moosey's streak is going to clear them off. Not going to do so. And that is going to be a first map win. Going over to the Chicago Hunted. As we're going to have Eden. I believe this was a part of his big kill spree here. As he just kind of tore his way through the entirety of Sydney. As yes, he's going to run out here. He's going to find Mui, and he's going to run here into the spawn and pick up Fuki as well. As this would just eat into a solid usage of the map overall. In terms of competitive, probably not, is what I'm going to say. Because we probably would have heard, I guess, by now about this map. There's a new sword, I think, coming in. There's a new multiplayer mode called Dropkick. I don't really know what that is. But that's basically everything coming your way. So not too much on the competitive front. We're hoping, honestly, just the fact that they update a bunch of the gunfight maps and stuff like that in customs. So we're about to use it for a tournament. As Goosey and Fluky are both going to find kills here. As we're down to 2v2. Magnums is going to be in mid. It's now going to be... it was a 3v2, excuse me. It's now going to even out here. Jims is going to be fighting here with Goosey here. Magnum's going to pick off Goosey. So we're now in a 1v1. Moosey versus Goosey. Oh my god, Moosey versus Magnums, excuse me. Moosey is over towards red. Magnum's just checked, I guess, in his corner of his view here. As we're going to hop on board with Moosey. He's kind of working his way around the middle of the map, looking towards B. He's just out of the line of sight of Magnums, as they've actually, you might have seen him here. He has seen him. The shot's going to go in. Moosey has a sniper out. He's going to miss the first shot. Magnums is going to reposition. So Moosey is going to kind of back up into Z here. Bomb is going down right now. So we're going to see what happens here. As well, oh, Moosey with a great shot. And is going to pick up that first round in favor of the Sydney Dingoes. So overall, I mean, that mid-map positioning actually worked out pretty well in his favor. As he got around to the backside, he was able to pick up Magnums as Magnums was getting off that bomb. As the best play is going to go to Mags here. I believe he had 3 in the round. As he picked up Fluky here. Yeah, so he was on pace for the ace here. Up until that very last second where he didn't get it. Yep, he did pick up Goosey, so he picked 3 of the 4 ooze. And just wasn't able to pick up that last one. So we're going to hop on board with Moosey, who I believe is carrying a sniper. I don't believe anyone on Chicago runs a sniper. Just, I guess, like a stylistic point of view from what I know. None of the guys really care, I guess, much for the sniper in terms of their pacing and stuff like that, as Wolf just barely gets out of the way. Jim's going to pick up first blood, though, on the other side, so the shots are going to go down. Fluky is going to fall for first blood, as this push is coming in pretty heavily towards A. It's going to be up to Jims to kind of defend this. He's going to do 1 on Nagusi, so he's going to pick up 1. The rest of the Chicago boys aren't really moving. We are going to have, oh, now Mui's just kind of stuck now in a 1v4, I think. And he's going to go down, and that's going to be Chicago Hunted tying it up. As, yeah, the defense was just pretty solid here, to be honest. And Jims picks up 2 in the round. And yeah, honestly, that was just a solid play by Wolf as well. For those who didn't see it on the minimap, is he got out of the way of that first shot from Moosey. And then was able to kind of duck into the center stairs and then kind of sneak his way underneath and get up behind Moosey to get that kill. And that just ended up in King Mui getting pincered inside of Tiki, and then that was kind of it for him. So that was the round once that happened. As we are going to see a very heavy presence here over towards the B bomb site from both teams. As Mui's going to pick up 1. Mags are going to trade him back on him, though, as he has picked up the bomb here. So that's going to be leaving ourselves in a 3v2 situation right now. Fluky and Moosey are both working their way from mid. As the sniper is going to go out. The grenade is not going to find anything. Fluky's all the way in the back here. But the trophy assist is now going to make his presence known. As he's now going to be the last alive, as Moosey went down over to Eden there. As well, Fluky just finds himself between a rock and a hard place here, as everybody is around him. As he's just trying to kind of make his way out. He's not going to get anywhere near this bomb probably before he gets caught. As there we go. Mags are going to catch him. And down he goes. So there you go. Second round of Chicago Hunted. Ooh. As Mags is not someone you usually see with an AR in hand, actually, as he's almost a pure SMG player since the transition over to Cold War. Considering he did play MW with the M4 on something like 2.2 sensitivity or something insanely low. And pivoted like basically a huge 180 from that over to an SMG player with Black Ops Cold War. As he's currently 5-1 right now. His only death coming in that opening round victory for the Sydney Dingoes. As you're going to see, all their guys are hitting over towards A here. We're going to have Jims running away. Goosey kind of chasing him, but Goosey is the bomb. And Wolf has found King Mui for first blood. Fluky goes down to Jims as well. And this is just kind of falling apart for the Sydney Dingoes as Goosey's going to hit the flank here over onto Jims. Jims has no idea this is coming. But Eden's going to pick up Moosey. That's going to leave Goosey in a 1v3 and nothing doing. He's going to go down. This is just Eden picking up a great flank. I mean, he ran all the way around the map. Like, literally did an entire circuit. And so far, Sydney's A hits are not working out. There's really just nothing coming out of them right now. We're going to hop on board with Wolf to start here. But, I mean, they're getting those A hits, but Jim's playing that basketball court defense is just stopping them in their tracks. And they can't get rid of him. I'd love to see smokes. I feel like the way that this is set it up and the way that they know Jim sits there the last 2 rounds is Fluky picks up a big double. I completely missed that actually as Wolf is going to pick up Moose in the middle. It's going to leave Fluky now at a 1v2. He's out of ammo and he goes down. No bullets in the gun. And that's 4 straight rounds to the Chicago Hunted. As we're going to see Fluky's double here. He's going to find both Jims and I believe Mags. Some great shots here. And then he forgets to reload. Or he doesn't, or maybe he had to cancel his reload by accident because he had, what, 2 bullets in his gun, I think, when that last, when that last fight happened. So we're gonna hop on board with King Mui here. But Sydney's A hits just aren't working. I want to see smoke grenades, but I mean, we're gonna look across the board. I actually can't see him here. There's no smoke grenades there, so I'm just gonna scroll through everybody real quick. As there are 2 smoke grenades. Finally, somebody uses one, but it's not really the coordinated like smoke cover that you really want. But as I said, that we are in a 2v2 situation here. Actually, excuse me, 2v1 now. As down goes Goosey. So Fluky once again in a 1v2. The bomb is down on the ground, and he doesn't know where. He only knows where one player is. He knows Jims is somewhere really far behind, but he doesn't know that Mags is up in this top laundry. But he actually, he sees him now. Fluky's gonna go down, and down he goes. Great shots from Mags, and that's gonna be 5-1 in favor of the Chicago Hunted. But like I was saying, like I'd love to see. I mean, Sydney's not even on the attack right now, so it's kind of irrelevant. But I'd really love to see them just hit that A site. You throw 1 smoke in a basketball court, block off Jims. You throw 1 over towards cutout, and you might block somebody's. Wolf has pulled out a sniper. Oh! It's a huge quick scope there out of Wolf. He's going to push this. He's feeling it. He's feeling himself. Goosey's going to shut him down, so the ace is not going to happen. And it's now a 1v1, Goosey versus Jims. As, Wolf decided to pull out the sniper and make a name for himself here on the broadcast as he picked up 3 in the round. But it might not all be for naught if Jims doesn't clutch this up as, well, Goosey I don't think saw him. He was top laundry, but we also have X-ray, so, I mean, we can't really fault Goosey for not seeing him there. As they've somehow missed each other here. As Jim's going to be working his way into middle. They are going to see each other, and there's going to be, finally, the round win streak is going to be broken. Sydney's going to pick up a 2nd round. They got to work their way all the way back. As we're going to have Wolf with his first snipe, and this nasty quickscope here onto Laundry. I don't even know he hit this one. Just absolutely drills him there. And then he picks up Fluky here with the pistol for the last one. Goosey was just kind of sitting there in the ring. And then picks up that last kill, but that was a massive play there. It was pretty unfortunate that Chicago couldn't cap that one out with an ace, but that means we're going to get another couple rounds of S&D here. Going to hop on board with Goosey here to start it off. This is going to be a B hit as he's lining up a smoke here. The smoke is going to go out. We're going to see where that one lands. As it's right in the middle. I'm not sure how advantageous this smoke grenade is. Well, I mean, it's not clearly not advantageous. So here comes Eden, just melts 3 of them. He's not going to find the 4th. Moose is going to pick the snipe up, but this is going to be the end, honestly. Down he goes, and that is going to be 6-2. Chicago Hunted taking a second map. Oh, yeah, this smoke didn't really work to their advantage. Eden just kind of ran right up to it and picked up 3 players. And that also bought his team enough time to flank their way all the way around. Get a successful flank off for the map win. So we are going to be heading to map 3s. Eden has pulled out a Milano. This is not something you normally see, but here we go. The Milano is out. As Eden finds the first kill, he's going to find a second with it, and he's going to just head his way over here towards point A, as we are going to have, I believe this is an attack round out of Sydney. Let's see how we are off to a great start. It's not really a great start right now for them, as well. Eden is just frying his way around the map. He's currently 4-0 with a Milano. As you can see, the players from Chicago are beginning to push up, as well finds 2 before he goes down. As Eden's currently on a 5-kill spree. He's just kind of working his way around the back here and being an absolute nuisance here, as Moosey's going to check this. Eden is not going to go down somehow. He gets away with his life. But you do have the players from Chicago are pushing up into the spawns. You can see this very forward position across the board from their players. As Eden, I think, just checked right into somebody's face. There he goes. He's now on a 6 straight kills. He's going to find a 7th on the Fluky. Finds his artillery before he finally goes down. Mags is actually the one that ends him. So unfortunately, the killing spree comes to an end with the team, but at the end of the day, Sydney here with not really much to go off of right here, as Eden is going to be inside of bricks. Fluky is going to turn away because he realizes Wolf is behind him. Wolf is going to take him down, and that's going to be a single tick into A, is all Sydney's really going to get, as the time is going to run out. And that is a solid Chicago defensive hold. So well done, Chicago. Solid across the board. Eden just decided he's going to take out the Milano and fry everybody with it. So, you know, just normal things that you see in the Rec League. As this is disgusting. That's right just off the spawn. No one can do much about this. As we're going to switch sides, it's now going to be Chicago on the attack. And I really want to see what they do with this. So I'm going to start on board with Wolf here, actually. He's currently 5-2. Second on his team. He's not leading. But I mean, when you got Eden on your team, it is kind of hard to be leading your team in kills. As on the other side, Sydney's got to get something going here on this defense. You need to see them get that first wave of kills early. And then they got to push that out and start with a spawn trap. And unfortunately, that's not how it's going to start. You're going to have 3 players from Sydney going down out of the gate. The only one really still left around here is King Mooly, who's working his way inside of top green. But the push is coming in from Chicago over at B. You got 2 players on it right now that are going to cap. Wolf is going to push out the backside here. Fluky's going to be on the hill, but Wolf picks them both up. And he's going to continue getting this time. So you're going to have like a lot of fighting going on in the middle of the map here. As Mooey's still working his way top green. Mags and Wolf are both going to pick up kills here. Fluky's finally going to get in, and he's going to go down to Mags. As Mags is going to find also King Mooly, who finally moved his way out of top green, but that's going to be B going in favor of Chicago Hunted. So that's going to be an extra minute on the clock. There is a 4-life lead currently. 5 now, as Chicago still has 20 lives remaining on the board here. On top of their current 4 players alive. Goose is going to be working his way over on top green onto the radar truck. He's looking for this one player here. He's going to find Magnums. But there's more players here. He doesn't know they're there. Wolf is going to find him. I didn't actually know you could cap from up here, but I guess you can. I thought you were too high. So something I learned today. As you're going to be just absolutely making a mess in the spawn point right now of Sydney. They just can't deal with him, to be honest. As he's finally going to go down. But it took 3 of the players of Sydney to find him. And just like that, Chicago's going to take a second round. So an offensive round going to Chicago. Now the real question is, was Sydney going to be able to reverse sweep? And I guess, I mean, before you reverse sweep, you got to take your first map. You got to take your first round. So one at a time. We're going to see how it goes here. There's Magnums with your final kill cam. I think he picked up 4 total. As Fuki has pulled out a FAMAS. Oh, never mind. It's gone. Oh, there's an MP5. Oh, so we're seeing a big variety of maps here. As honestly, Sydney just has to hold their own in the kill department right now, because right now Eden is just making an absolute mess of them as Fluky sees two players as he runs top green. He doesn't know which one to shoot at, and well, right as I say, Sydney has to hold their own in the frag department. Every single player from Sydney goes down, and we're right back to where we were in round one. You got Wolf in a forward position. Eden finally got caught early, but this does mean the spawn kills are gonna start coming in. And Sydney just has to fight their way out of this as, well, Jims is going to melee down Goosey. As we get Mags in a forward position here. Fuki's somehow made his way past him, but I think Magnums knows that he's back here somewhere. As Fuki's going to go underneath. Jims, yeah, Jims dude, he was there too. All of Chicago seem to be expecting this somehow. As well, Fuki's going to find 2 kills. That's going to be a good start for Sydney as he's going to break the spawn trap here. As you finally going to have a wave of kills going in favor of Sydney. And they're going to be set it up. They're going to be starting getting some tick time into B. But right as I say that, actually Eden is going to get caught from behind, so his flank's not going to pay off. Jims is going to be the one up next. Now it's an SMG in hand. He is going to pick off the one player that was from Sydney on the point. And now he's going to push up for the spawns himself. And this is just going to be... Well, there's only 20 seconds left on the clock, so... There are going to be players. I mean, Sydney's just stuck in their spawn now. Jim's on a 5 kill spree. He's running a 74U now, and he doesn't do that normally either. So clearly just jack of all trades as well. I mean, you have... Chicago's literally just in the spawn of Sydney here as the time is going to tick down. And that is going to be 3-0 Chicago. 3-0 in the control. 3-0 in our maps. And they're going to take the series in a straight sweep. So good games to both Sydney and Chicago. Curious to see if Chicago is going to drop a map throughout the entire division, to be honest, because so far they've just gone on a rampage. I think